Welcome to the first day of Kefir. I am here with my daughter Macy and we're in my home and we're going to teach you how to make Kefir Christmas soda today. We have a special tea that we drink around the holidays called Comfort and Joy. It's a holiday tea and it's probably hands down our favorite tea. It tastes like Christmas. I don't know why, but it just does. It has apples and spices, cinnamon, lemon, and it has all these little bits in it and we love it. So I decided to make a Kefir soda with that same flavor. And she's going to help me do that today since this is something that we share as a family. So Macy's going to help me make this, and she has gotten me some cider and spice organic juice. Now, you can use any kind of juice. I've done it with raspberry juice. I've done it with pomegranate juice. I've done it with blueberry juice, but this one has more of a little bit of a flair to it if you like apple cider or something like that. This is a great one. So we're going to take our Kefir bottles. Now you guys need to make sure when you make Kefir soda that you get thick bottles. These bottles you can get on my site or you can get them at TJ Maxx or Marshall's carries them. But at the bottom of the bottle you'll see an Italian name, Baromi Rocco, that is a thick Italian glass, because you need to make sure you don't get them from craft stores because they can explode on you and be really dangerous. But this particular bottle, the ones on my site, and then this type of bottle that you can get at TJ Maxx is thick glass. So it's perfect for brewing anything that gets super carbonated. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this the way that I make most of my Kefir sodas. I use Kefir culture packages, and the reason I do this is because you get 6 packages in a box, and each package will make anywhere from 20 to 32 bottles, because you can use your bottle as a starter for the next one and the next one. And the reason I like it is because it makes it in a day. And sometimes I can even make it in a half a day because the starter gets so strong. So this is how I make it. This is how we're going to make it today, but you can use Kefir whey, which is just whey drained out of the kefir. When you put it in a strainer, you get cheese in there, and the bottom you'll get whey. You can use that too, but that takes longer to make. So we're going to use the Kefir starter packages, which you can get on my site too. Okay, so Macy, can you give me 2 cups of the apple cider? And we're using the big bottles. You can reduce this by half and make it in smaller bottles, but I like to make a big one because then I use it as a starter for the next one. So you need about 2 cups of juice. That's right. And then we're gonna add this little starter to it, and you're just gonna mix it into the juice. You can go ahead and do that too. And I am going to, I'm going to get this water. Here's some scissors if you want. And we're going to add some water to this bottle. While she's adding the starter to here, I'm going to add some water into the bottle. The reason I am adding water is because if you just ferment straight juice, it gets very, very alcoholic, like wine. So I always dilute it with water because you don't want all the high alcohol content. So we're going to add the starter, and did you stir it? No, you can just stir it. We're using cinnamon stick, so you can stir it with a little bit of cinnamon stick. And then you can go ahead and add that to the bottle if you want. We're going to put a cinnamon stick in there, and we're going to add the juice. And the cinnamon stick is going to stay at the bottom. It's not going to come out when you pour it. It kind of is heavy, so it won't freak people out if it comes in their drink. But it really flavors this Kefir soda in a really unique way, and I just leave it in every time I make a new bottle. And then we're just going to, after she gets all the juice in, we're just going to fill it up to about here with some water, just to reduce the high amount of juice in the bottle. Plus, it has a lot of flavor even by giving it half water. Now, if you do use Kefir whey to make this, you're going to have to add a little bit less juice and a little bit less water because you're going to need to add about a half a cup of Kefir whey to this. That's probably good. Yeah. So we're going to do, this is the secret. We're going to take a peel of an orange. And we're going to place a peel of an orange in this thing, in your Kefir soda bottle. You kind of got to smush it down in there a little bit. We're going to take a peel of a lemon. It does smell good because all the flavor is in the peels. Whenever you put lemon or orange in your food, the flavor is so much more pronounced in the peel of the orange or the lemon. Then we're going to use a slice of an apple, And you just really need one. And you can reuse this. You don't have to take these slices out every time. You can leave them in when you make another bottle. It just keeps culturing it for you. And we have the cinnamon stick in there. The apple's a little harder to get in. And they tend to stay at the bottom. Now, don't be mad at me when it's hard to get out of the bottle at the end of the day. It does come out, but you do have to get your finger in there and pull it out after you're ready to get it out. But let's add a little bit more water, just because here's the secret when you're fermenting food. If you leave a lot of room in there, it tends to get more pressure in the bottle. So you want to make sure that almost to the top. Give it a little bit of room. So now we're going to seal it off, and we're going to leave this on our counter for 3 days until it gets really fermented and bubbly. And you should pop it and check it to make sure that it's not ready yet, because sometimes it can get really explosive if you don't check it right away. But it should take about 3 days. If you use Kefir whey, it'll take about 5 days. And after that, when this is done, you want to place this in the refrigerator. And then as you drink it, when you get down to about down to here, like this much bottle, you can just fill it back up with juice and water, let it ferment again, and then you'll have another bottle. And then you can do it again and again, or you can take some of this when it's done and put it in another bottle, add juice and water to it and make another one. But it makes a lot, guys, and you'll know when it's done because it'll stop being bubbly. And this is some that we have that's already done that we're gonna have. We're gonna show you how bubbly this. Do you see our little Santa Claus outfits? We found these at the store, and this one we're gonna put, Macy, you wanna put that on him? So it's a little festive. We have fun at Christmas time. We add all these different things. Show you how bubbly this is. It blew his hat off one time when I opened this, so it gets pretty bubbly. This is, there we go. See it? See how bubbly that is? It's getting ready to come out of the top. This is Christmas soda. I think this one might have a little bit of cranberry juice in it. I changed the sodas, and then this one is gonna explode. It's too warm in here.
We warned you.
Oh no, his Santa Claus hat's gonna be ruined. Okay, so we're just gonna have this one. Because now I have it in my hair because I can feel it. Anyway, this is our Christmas soda that you guys will love having after you clean the mess off your ceiling and counters. So, there you go.